Not everyone walks with the silent mark of the most powerful chosen ones. This unique group doesn't arise by chance. They carry a profound, almost invisible connection with the universe that cannot be ignored or fully understood through ordinary perspectives. Imagine for a moment. Perhaps you, listening to these words, have felt that there is something within you that sets you apart, something subtle yet undeniably different. This sense may be more than a fleeting impression. It could be a sign, an ancient, deep call, a spark of truth within you, waiting for the right moment to shine. Within each being who walks under this hidden mantle, there lies a mission that transcends common desires, a mission that pulses and vibrates within the most hidden layers of the soul. This mission is not simply a task or a dream to fulfill. It is an essence, an almost spiritual guidance that demands to be lived, unveiled, and revealed. It is not an external obligation but an inner duty, a call to something beyond the self. Perhaps you feel something like this within you, a truth waiting for a moment of recognition. This inner voice doesn't easily quiet. It doesn't shout but whispers with a calm yet firm insistence, urging you to pay attention, to look within and ask, could I be one of the chosen? Being a chosen one is more than a title or label. It is a profound essence that connects the individual to something greater than themselves. Throughout the ages, the term chosen has been understood in many ways. Some associate it with extraordinary gifts or abilities, others see it as a rare sensitivity or a deep understanding of life. Yet, in its purest form, being a chosen means being in harmony with a universal purpose, with a mission intertwined with the destiny of all beings. The chosen one exists not solely for themselves. They are called to transcend the limits of ego and their personal journey. Their purpose manifests in gestures, words, and actions that aim to bring healing, peace, and growth to humanity. This mission is more than an objective. It is a surrender. And this surrender is constant, even when they face obstacles or adversity, even when the path feels lonely. For the chosen, to serve is the greatest privilege, and the peace they seek is not just for themselves but for the world around them. However, there is an even rarer and unique group within the chosen. Those who carry what we call the mark of the most powerful chosen ones. These souls possess an almost magnetic power over others, a presence that transforms, that awakens a new energy in their surroundings, creating a different atmosphere. They are like beacons in the darkness, and their influence cannot be contained. It spreads, touches hearts, and changes perspectives. These chosen ones have a transformative role in the world. They bear the responsibility to guide, enlighten, and inspire others along their paths. For some, this energy that emanates from the chosen ones may seem mysterious or even unsettling, but it is precisely this energy that makes them instruments of change and healing. Wherever they go, they leave an invisible mark, a spark for awakening. These most powerful chosen ones do not appear simply to live a common life. They are here to ignite a rebirth in those they encounter. And perhaps you feel this call within yourself, this mission that awaits being fully embraced. The chosen walk among us, but they rarely reveal themselves openly. Their qualities are subtle, not overt, carrying a silent magnetism. Among the signs that distinguish a chosen one are their sharp intuition and the depth of their empathy. These traits are not ordinary abilities. They are doors that connect them to the world in a more intense, more genuine way. If you are one of them, perhaps you've noticed how certain people are drawn to your presence, seeking comfort in your ability to listen, understand, and embrace without judgment. The intuition of the chosen is like an internal compass, guiding them to what needs to be seen, to what needs to be done. In moments of decision, they are not limited by what their eyes can see. They feel, they know. This intuition is not an external voice but a deep knowledge, a premonition that beats within, speaking of the right path and what is true, even when the world around them is engulfed in uncertainty. Another defining sign is empathy, a sensitivity that goes beyond listening or understanding, to the ability to feel what others feel. The chosen ones can almost touch the emotions of those around them, crossing the barriers of fear and pride that so often isolate people. This empathy is not always easy. It can bring pains that are not theirs, emotions that come from outside but resonate deeply. Yet it is through this empathy that they connect, that they bring healing and relief. Synchronicities are also a sign that a chosen one is in tune with their purpose. Meaningful coincidences, small miracles happening without explanation. The lives of the chosen seem punctuated by these moments, as if the universe, in its vast intelligence, is conspiring to align them with their path. These events, which may seem small and trivial, are reminders that there is something greater at play, a force that guides and protects those who have accepted their calling. These qualities are not merely gifts. They are signs that these individuals have a mission beyond the ordinary, a mission that must be lived with awareness. They are like fragments of a puzzle that, when assembled, reveal a larger image, a purpose that transcends the individual and merges with the purpose of humanity. For the most powerful chosen ones, challenges are inevitable and sometimes even more intense. These challenges do not arise as random obstacles but as growth tools, designed to help them refine their mission. From an early age, many of these chosen ones experience a profound sense of not belonging, a kind of emotional uprootedness. This feeling, though uncomfortable, is the first call for them to seek answers within themselves, not outside. They realize that the world around them seems to operate at a different frequency, which can bring questioning, moments of solitude, and a relentless search for meaning. Beyond this solitude, the chosen face resistance from social norms and external judgments. Those who live on a higher spiritual frequency often encounter resistance from society, as the spiritual gifts they carry, like intense intuition or deep empathy, challenge the conventions and usual ways of thinking and acting. This resistance is in itself a lesson. It teaches them to persevere, to keep their light alive, even when everything around them seems to try to extinguish it. Rather than adapting or suppressing their nature, they learn to use this resistance as a form of strength, a way to align more closely with their true mission. These challenges also serve as a mirror, reflecting their own doubts and vulnerabilities. The chosen ones, despite possessing spiritual gifts, are not immune to human feelings like fear, doubt, and pain. The difference, however, is that they understand that each of these feelings is part of the process, a reminder that personal transformation is continuous and profound. By facing these pains and challenges, the chosen become more resilient, more aware, more aligned with their purpose. This painful process prepares them to fulfill their mission, as it is through their own experiences of overcoming that they learn to guide, inspire, and heal others. These challenges, far from being a burden, are signs that the chosen one is being molded, prepared for something greater. They are a form of purification, a refining process that reveals their true brilliance. The chosen ones who accept this journey, who face these challenges with courage, discover that each obstacle is a disguised lesson, an opportunity for maturity and spiritual growth. By overcoming them, they become more conscious of their essence, more determined in their purpose, and, above all, more prepared to be the channel of transformation the world needs. There is a unique sign that differentiates the most powerful chosen ones: sensitivity to vibrations. This sensitivity goes beyond simple perception. It is a fine-tuned alignment with the energies surrounding each being, each space, each moment. Those with this sensitivity walk the world like antennas, picking up on the subtle vibrations of people, places, and nature itself. This vibrational perception is a rare gift, a portal that allows the chosen to read what lies hidden beneath the surface, to feel what words cannot express, to see what eyes cannot behold. This sensitivity, however, is not always easy to bear. To perceive the vibrations around them means to absorb, even involuntarily, the energies present in the environment. In a harmonious place, this ability is a blessing, strengthening, energizing, and bringing peace. But in dense or negative environments, this sensitivity can become a burden, a weight that requires balance and control. It is as if the chosen captures all the notes of a melody, including those dissonant and sad. And they feel these vibrations deeply, for they resonate within them, reminding them of their connection to the whole and their responsibility to the world. This vibrational perception does not merely serve as a reflection of the environment, it is also a compass that guides the chosen one's steps. They know, without exactly understanding how, which paths to follow, which choices to make, whom to approach. It is as if the universe speaks through vibrations, offering subtle signs of direction, encouraging them to be faithful to their purpose, to follow their inner calling, even when everything around them seems to doubt. This is the gift of the most powerful chosen ones. To see the invisible, to feel what is coming, to perceive the essence of everything around them. This ability helps them walk with intention and purpose, to navigate the uncertainties of the world with an innate sense of direction. And although this sensitivity is a gift, it also demands care, a discipline of self-knowledge and protection, so they can remain whole in their mission. For it is only by learning to manage this capacity that the chosen become true beacons, guiding themselves and others towards the light. Developing and using sensitivity to vibrations requires practices that ground and protect the spirit, ensuring this ability is a source of strength and not an overload. The first step is grounding practice. Connection with the earth helps the chosen one remain anchored, to feel centered, and to strengthen their bond with the present moment. Feeling the ground, walking barefoot, or even visualizing their roots deepening into the soil are methods that allow the chosen to release excess energies, find balance, and remain firm in their essence. Meditation is also a fundamental pillar. By quieting the mind, the chosen one can connect with their own frequency, distinguishing it from external vibrations. Meditation allows them to observe the thoughts, emotions, and energies that come from outside and, amid these influences, discover their true inner voice. In this state of stillness, the chosen learns to discern what belongs to them and what is merely a reflection of the environment around them. This practice is not only a moment of peace but an exercise in self-knowledge that refines their ability to feel and interpret vibrations with clarity. Energetic protection is equally important. For those who possess this sensitivity, cultivating a healthy and fortified energy field is essential. Visualizing a protective light around the body, performing purification rituals, or using crystals and plants with protective properties are ways to preserve this energy. These practices do not isolate the chosen from the world. On the contrary, they allow them to be in the world without being absorbed by it, remaining whole and able to channel their sensitivity for the greater good. The balance of this sensitivity is an act of constant vigilance and care. When well cultivated, this ability transforms into a powerful instrument in the spiritual journey of the chosen ones, allowing them to understand and act in the world deeply and consciously. When kept in harmony, this sensitivity not only helps the chosen understand what needs to be done but also guides them to live their lives according to the most subtle forces that steer their path. To accept sensitivity to vibrations and one's role as a chosen one is more than a choice. It is a soul's commitment, an acknowledgement that this unique capacity is not a burden but a gift that must be honored. Embracing this mission means viewing challenges and moments of doubt as essential parts of the journey, understanding that each difficulty is a chance to grow stronger, a step closer to one's deepest truth. Chosen ones are not defined solely by their gifts but by the courage to recognize and use them, even when the path is uncertain. Resilience then becomes a fundamental pillar. Each chosen one faces moments when the mission feels heavy, when external energies seem hard to bear, and when the voice of doubt whispers softly. Yet it is in these moments that they find true strength. The journey of the chosen is not about avoiding difficulties but about moving through them with the awareness that each obstacle is a tool to expand compassion, patience, and understanding. Accepting their role ultimately means accepting they are not here just for themselves but to guide and inspire others. Indeed, the role of a chosen one is to be a beacon, illuminating the path for those seeking answers, for those who wish to awaken to a new vision of the world. By accepting their mission, the chosen understands that their purpose is not to force change or impose truths but to be a presence that invites, inspires, and creates space for others to connect with their own spiritual journey. This mission does not demand perfection but authenticity. It does not require complete mastery but a willingness to learn, grow, and above all, serve the greater good. By embracing this mission, the chosen one discovers that their journey is itself a service. Each step taken toward their personal truth is also a step toward a more conscious, awakened collective. The mission of the chosen one is not an isolated path. It is a trail of light inviting others to find their own divine spark and walk together toward the purpose that resonates within each soul. The presence of the most powerful chosen ones in the world creates an impact that goes beyond words or visible actions. It is a transformation that happens silently, an influence that reverberates in each person and environment they touch. Their energy acts as an uplifting force, an impulse for change, capable of awakening the best in those around them. Often, they may not realize the extent of their influence, yet their presence creates waves that touch hearts, awaken consciousness, and plant seeds of growth and healing. The most powerful chosen ones do not need titles, applause, or recognition to fulfill their mission. They know that true service is quiet, discreet, and deeply committed to the collective good. Their influence is not limited to those who know them directly, for the energy they emanate is like an invisible web that extends, subtly connecting all who come into contact with it. Thus, the chosen become channels of transformation, not through imposition but through presence, authenticity, and the very light they carry. This impact manifests in many forms. in a smile, in a glance, in advice that brings clarity, in a moment of deep listening. They offer, often without realizing it, what the world needs to awaken. A reminder that there is something greater, that we are all connected, and that each of us has a role in the web of life. Wherever they go, the chosen leave the mark of a new possibility, a new way of seeing the world, as if they are a living reminder of the potential for love, compassion, and evolution that resides in every human being. This service to the collective is the purest expression of the chosen one's purpose. Their presence is a call for all to awaken to their own transformative power, to find their own path of growth and contribution. The chosen do not seek to shape the world in their image. They simply emanate the truth that a better world begins with an awakened soul, with a genuine intention to help and the courage to be a beacon amid shadows. And so, quietly they fulfill their highest purpose. Recognizing and accepting one's life mission is one of the most important steps in a chosen one's journey. The call is something that arises in moments of silence, in dreams, in intuitions, and often in times of greatest challenge. It is a call that does not impose haste but demands sincerity, an invitation for the chosen one to look within and recognize what sets them apart, what calls them to be and act beyond the ordinary. It is not a simple path, for accepting this call means letting go of distractions, others' expectations, and often facing the fear of being different. This recognition first requires listening. Silence is needed to hear the soul, and courage is needed to trust the voice that speaks from the heart. Many chosen ones, throughout their lives, try to adapt, to hide their unique qualities to fit into norms. But at some point, they realize that this attempt to conform to external standards only silences their inner truth. They discover that the unique signal they carry, their sensitivity to vibrations, is a compass that cannot be ignored. This signal is not there by chance. It is a guide, a constant reminder that their life has a purpose beyond mere existence. Accepting this life mission requires overcoming the fear of being misunderstood, of being seen as different, of walking a path few understand. Yet, in doing so, the chosen one opens doors for themselves and others, showing that it is possible to live according to inner truth, with authenticity and courage. They understand that their difference is what enables them to make a difference, to bring a new perspective, a new feeling, a new way of being to the world. By accepting this call, they also accept the responsibility that comes with it, understanding that their role is to be an example, an inspiration, a source of strength for those still seeking their own purpose. Thus, the chosen one finds peace in their journey, knowing that their mission is not a burden but an opportunity to be true to themselves and to contribute to the awakening of others. They become a living symbol of the courage needed to walk one's own path, and through this they teach that the greatest gift we can offer the world is our truth, lived fully and with purpose. The value of a chosen one is not limited to their personal journey. They are part of a greater spiritual community, a collective of souls who share a deep desire to promote transformation and awakening in the world. By accepting their purpose, the chosen becomes an essential link in the chain of healing and evolution of humanity. This realization creates a sense of spiritual belonging, an understanding that they are not alone but part of an invisible network of individuals dedicated to the greater good. It is a sense of unity that transcends time and space, connecting their personal mission to the eternal flow of life. In this moment, they are called to recognize their value, to honor their unique role in humanity. The chosen understands that their life is a gift to the world, that each step taken with awareness, each action motivated by love and compassion, is part of a greater web of transformation. By recognizing their mission, they realize that their role is much more than individual fulfillment. It is a collective service, a contribution to the harmony and spiritual growth of all beings. And this truth becomes the center of their existence, a force that moves them to live with integrity, authenticity, and dedication. Ultimately, the chosen one finds their place not only in society but in a spiritual community that values purpose and the search for truth. And by doing so, they awaken the call in others, inspiring those who are searching for their own path. They are thus invited to share their journey, to make space for others to also recognize their worth and the power of their own truth. To you, who may be feeling the touch of this call, this journey is an invitation to connect with your mission, to join this community of awakened souls. If this content resonated with you, leave a comment sharing your experience, your quest, and become part of this network of chosen ones who walk together toward the awakening of humanity. And to continue receiving reflections and content about spirituality and purpose, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and join us on this journey of self-discovery and transformation.